All right, you guys. We are going to introduce the quadratic formula for this week, and this is something you'll use throughout most of your math career in high school. You'll be using this very often. So this is what it looks like. We use standard form ax squared plus bx plus c, and we use this to fill in the quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus radical b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That is the quadratic formula right here. We have been using the diamond and generic rectangle. There's nothing wrong with it. But the only thing about the diamond and generic rectangle, it doesn't always work. So that's why we need the quadratic formula, because the quadratic formula always gives you the x-intercepts. And remember, the x-intercepts is an x-intercept is where the line will cross through the x-axis. See the x-axis right here? This parabola, the blue line, crosses right there at that red dot, slices through at -2. So that's your x-intercept. It's intersecting the x-axis. Okay. Then we have right here at 3, so -2 and 3. So that's what the quadratic formula is going to be giving us, the x-intercepts. Okay. All right, let's move on. All right, so the first step to using the quadratic formula is you got to be able to find the a, b, and c. So there's a bunch of letters in here. We got to find those. So I'm going to show you how to do that. The standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. We have to use this problem, x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0, to find a, b, and c. So we're going to use this template that we've used over the past years that's color coded. So it should help you out some. So if we're trying to find a, the a is beside the x squared. That's the coefficient, the number in front of the x squared. Well, there's nothing there. But we know if there's nothing there in front of a variable, it's always 1. So we find 1 is our a. Then we come here and we see it's bx, so the number beside the variable is 2. So we have 2 being our b. Then we have our constant, which is by itself, but remember, take that negative with it. We have -3 as our c. Okay? Then all we do is we take this from the standard form equation and put it in the quadratic formula. So first off, we start with let's start off with our a first, 1. So 1, if we come right here, there's an a right here. It's negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So there's a's right here and right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in our blue, which is 1. That's our a. So we have 1 and 1. Then we take our -3, which is our c. We only have one c, so we'll do -3 here. E is the only tricky part, to be honest. So if we have 2, we'll put it right here for 2. It's just a b squared, so it's 2 right here. Okay. But this is -b, so it's really going to be -2. Okay? Because it's just the opposite. All right? Let's go ahead and go to our last example, all right? Our last example is 10x squared minus 3x minus 8. And we have to go ahead and do the same thing we've done before. We got to find the a, the b, and the c. So we come right here. The number beside the x squared is 10, so the a is 10. Then we have our b, bx, so the number beside the x is -3. Then we have -8. Okay, so that is what we need. We found all of our missing blanks there, so we'll just fill in the quadratic formula now. So we start with negative, or we start with our A. So A is 10. So we go right here and we plug in a 10. And then right here for -8 for the yellow, it's our C, -8. And then we have our B is -3. And for this, it's already a negative. So a negative times a negative gives us a positive. It's a negative B. So it's going to be a negative times a negative. So it's really +3. That's the only tricky part. Whatever it is, whatever the symbol is, do the opposite for that first one, okay? And what we'll be using, you guys, just to show you, we're going to be using this uh, quadratic formula calculator to find these answers using this. Once we've done this, the next step is to use this calculator right here and to type it in. And there's going to be more videos embedded in the next exercises. The activities you choose, there'll be a video for it to show you how to use this. But that's it. That's the quadratic formula. And you guys have a great day, okay?